Hey guys, welcome back to Cephalon Cast. So, somewhat of a Warframe update. We got another Warframe coming in.
Actually looks more finished than Core did.
Yeah, he does. Vlad, or Revenant, or Vampire Frame, Sentient Frame.
Yes.
Yeah. So, it's like a... Looks like it's going to be another crowd control frame with leech abilities.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
No, it looks good.
Yeah, like, based on what I saw with the dev stream.
He has like the same kind of like head shape as like Harrow does.
Yeah,
Like,
I can kind of see it.
Pope look. He's glowy.
Well, I mean, you saw Twilight, right? All vampires are glowy and full of sparkles and sunshine.
It'd be funnier like if he glowed extra in the daylight.
Yeah, instead of burning.
Yeah, he just glows brighter.
Yep. But no, it's an interesting concept. A sentient frame.
Yeah, they're gonna have to have some sort of like quest line that like goes into like we're gonna need some backstory on this. You can't just release a frame and be like, oh, it's sentient based. Can't just do that. Like
We'll probably get something from Sacrifice if they don't release a backstory specifically for him. I think in Sacrifice there's going to be something that alludes to, oh, by the way, now that we finished this quest, there's this stuff that had gone on, and why there's now a sentient Warframe. That's my hope anyway.
yeah.
But what you were saying earlier, we're not going to get any updates for like the next month, so we can probably expect Sacrifice to come out start of July.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Based on like the last like two major story quests, the War Within and the Second Dream, they're usually really good about hyping it up like 2 weeks prior to, and it seems like that's kind of what they're doing now. I'm guessing we're gonna get like a big fucking like hype video like middle of June. That'll probably just like come out on the YouTube channel, like just social media. They'll drop it. We know there's not going to be another dev stream until TennoCon.
Okay.
So like, I'm guessing we're gonna get the Sacrifice a week after TennoCon.
You looking forward to TennoCon?
Yes.
I am too. To be my first like real convention that I've gone to. I haven't really gone to any conventions.
I've gone to like 2 or 3, but
I want to get into like, now that I'm back in the States, I can try to, hit up like E3 or maybe like BlizzCon.
Did you ever go to Gamescom?
No, I had
Okay.
a few friends that went. I kind of wish I would have gone, but
So like Gamescom, like whenever you go to a gaming convention, you would think that okay, you can sample all these fucking games and whatever, and they have a whole bunch of displays out and whatever. All right, the only one that had like on the floor access was Nintendo and Riot.
really,
Yes, every other one at Gamescom, they had these like, and they were like 3 stories high, but they had like these essentially like pop-up tent kind of looking things with like, and you had to stand in line, and like the wait in line was like 4 hours to play the new Assassin's Creed. Like, what? No, I'm good, thank you. Like
that seems excessive.
yeah, it looked excessive, and that I went 2 years, and both it was the same, essentially like the same setup, and whereas like Riot, they had like a whole fucking stadium set up where esports kind of thing. They were streaming it, so like they had a whole bunch of teams there. You would go and watch whatever, and then you would have to like, get back in line. But like that was like a 20-minute wait to watch like the next game. Like you get in line and like wait to go see the pros play or whatever. But that was a 20-minute wait, and then you got entertainment for half hour to 45 minutes, whatever the hell, however long the game lasted. But like, and you could watch that as opposed to standing in line for 4 hours to play a 15-minute demo.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But like apparently like that's only Gamescom. Like most conventions they don't do that.
haven't really looked too much into TennoCon yet, so I'm not sure what to expect, but
I think there's gonna be a lot of panels.
that's good.
And like a cosplay scene.
Yeah. I also want to hit up a Comic-Con. While I was overseas, my family really got into going. My older sister has a friend that works in for like the main convention center in Dallas, so he always hooks them up with the fast or the express passes to get them to the front of the line. I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool. But also not been to Canada yet, so
Yeah, we'll have to go through Niagara Falls, that border crossing. So
I've never seen Niagara Falls either.
well, you'll get to in a couple weeks.
Yep. But looking forward to that. But I figure we can just go into we have the notes pulled up for Vlad here.
Yeah, these are.
So like his passive ability is an innate life steal that's proportional to the current energy count. So I guess depending on how much energy he has, he's just gonna constantly drain life from.
Yeah, we'll see how strong that is, because like that could essentially just make lower end missions completely passive.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, sure. Depending on how much life steal he's actually getting.
yeah, like obviously we'll have to like.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll work it out and it'll come out perfect the first time. I'm sure.
And Core did.
Yeah, Cora totally did. Strangle Dome works. The cat's out for 2 minutes at a time. Yeah, people like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, like first abilities, it's just a mind control, essentially, and you can apply it again to the same enemy, and then he'll start spreading it to other NPCs.
Very control-based frame.
Yeah, like just like first look at him, he looks like a tankier, more controlling version than Nyx. Whereas Nyx, it's like just chaos essentially.
Yeah.
Whereas he's very like, no, I'm going to control, for example, this bombard, and then whoever attacks him will become like that would make more sense. Like you're looking at specific enemies to control. Yeah, we'll see.
His second ability is a stun. And the way they described it on the dev stream, you stun and you get your free control out. Looking at this, casting Zora gives Vlad a set number of charges that each stunned enemy consumes one charge. Afflicting stunned enemies does not cost energy. So, don't use energy to control all the people around you.
And third ability, he turns into mist and has lifesteal.
Yeah, you float through and take their life.
Well, I mean that's like they keep referring to it as the vampire, or at least Rebecca did. Rebecca?
It's Rebecca.
Rebecca, okay. But Rebecca kept referring to him as a affliction vampire. And I'm like, okay, well, vampires can turn into mist or bats, so I guess that makes sense that he can.
Or they can sparkle.
Well, he sparkles a lot. At least with the current in game.
When are we gonna get a Warframe repping Team Jacob?
Dude, that'd be awesome. I would love to see it like a werewolf frame. Yeah, I mean, Valkyr essentially does that.
Valkyr is more along the lines of like Wolverine.
Yeah, I think Wolverine's not that far from a werewolf himself, but
don't even lump Logan in with Jacob. One of those is a real
I don't want to
man.
turn into an actual wolf. That'd be terrible.
Would it though?
Yeah.
What if you could turn into, like, the dog that Allenby has?
Hyena?
Yeah. And then, okay, so his final ability is he casts a radial blast, which puts all enemies within range to sleep.
Yeah.
So a lot of control.
And apparently, enemies under his control, whenever they die, they blow up.
Yeah. Causes other people.
Yeah. So
fireworks. So
We'll
yeah,
see.
it'll be interesting, especially like trying to figure out a good comp to use him with.
yeah, I mean his the the concept art that they put out for him actually has that new two-handed katana thing that they were working with. It's the sentient one.
Yeah.
So they actually have an in-game model for it now. They've showed it off during the dev stream. But
okay, cool.
yeah, no animations for it yet.
Well,
but you know, it's there. It looks pretty.
Let's hope they just iron out all of his kinks before they release him.
Yeah. Well, going into like sacrifice theories, I'm pretty sure because we know for sure we're getting Ballas's sword.
Yeah.
I think Ballas's sword is going to be the first of like the long swords, melee weapons.
Yeah.
So like hopefully we get a good stance mod with that and all that.
We should.
Also, Melee 3.0 is going to be coming out shortly. Like that's like their next project after Sacrifice is released. So Melee will be changing, hopefully for the better.
How will it be changing?
So like they're slowing down the combos and stuff, and like basically every weapon's gonna have the same like 3 different kind of combos.
Okay.
So like you can learn the combo on one weapon, and then you can essentially just take that into the next weapon. So it like Melee is gonna turn into like what flavor of Melee do you want, as opposed to like, okay, clearly you don't use a fucking one-hand sword because they're terrible.
Yeah.
Like compared to the great sword, whatever. Like so it's gonna get a complete revamp.
Well, that's good. I mean, kind of prevent everyone from tunneling into one weapon type.
And this whole spin to win thing that they have going on, they want to kind of quell that. Like if you got Atarax and that one, what the hell's that mod that makes it like stupid strong with a critical strike or whatever, and then you add a reach mod onto it, and you can just clear an entire fucking room just by sliding in, spinning, and everyone's dead. Like they want to get rid of that.
Okay.
Because they kind of see it as like a major exploit, and that's not what they intended. Plus, like with how like melee speed happens, they have all these really good animations for these melee combos that you don't get to see because your character's moving too fast. So like you don't get to appreciate it. So like they want to like quell that a little bit. We'll see how it ends up working. Another things like bullet jump up and then like aim and strike down as opposed to just falling straight down and like doing the same shockwave damage whenever you hit. It's like you'll actually like be able to aim it and like
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in situations where completely missed trying to do that.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I think I'm above him. Whoop. Nope.
Not even close. Let's see, what else is going on? Dauntless is now in its open beta.
Yeah, I haven't been on since the open beta came up.
No.
I did try to log on like within the first week, and it was like, you're the 3,000th person in line. Like,
yeah, that's
like what?
That's what I heard for the first. I think it was like the week that open beta came out. It was a pain to get into.
I see it as a good thing because there's a lot more people playing it now, and they fixed Pangar.
They did. They listened to. I'm gonna assume the community gave them feedback. I know that both you and I gave them feedback.
Yeah, and then the 2 friends that we play with gave pretty much the exact same feedback.
And they listened and they went. I think they went above and beyond for fixing it.
Yeah. No, they totally did. Well, I mean,
I expected them to fix a few things. So Pangar being like one of the, I think it's like one of the first like tier 4 monsters.
Yeah. Tier 3, tier 4, something like that.
I believe it's tier 4. He the issue how he was with closed beta before they went into open beta and they made the changes. He was really strong. He had a lot of hit points. I mean, it took a while to break any of his parts.
Mm-hmm.
His tail swipe would hit you if you're nowhere near his tail, and his tail swipe would even hit you if you cut off his tail.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of bugs with him, and I know we all felt like, hey, either fix the damage that he does or reduce his health, because we don't have the appropriate armor to deal with this.
Yeah.
But don't necessarily make it an easier fight. Like, keep the mechanics. Like, keep his how he does his abilities, how he goes about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like for me, he was clearly, they clearly have him set up as like a evasion skill check. Like it's like, okay, learn what to dodge and dodge it, whatever. But even then, it was like you had to make 0 mistakes. Like there was no room for error, and that's across 4 players. Because as soon as you know a couple people die, now he's only coming after you, and like that was the biggest problem. And part of the reason that I think he was bugged in the closed beta was that it was like you cut off the tail of any other monster, and like he loses one ability and gains a different one, right?
Yeah.
Like the quill shot or whatever. Like you cut off his tail, and all of a sudden he starts doing these like back leg kicks, right? Pangar didn't lose shit.
No.
He kept
also
doing his tail swipes and his fucking ice thing.
Yeah, the tail swipes that would shoot the ice spikes apparently would sometimes double or triple hit people.
That's bullshit. Like instant kill.
Yeah.
Like he did way too much fucking damage for like you could have like the highest rating gear up to that point that was frost resistant, and
you would still get shit on.
You'd still get shit on. Yeah, it's like,
I mean,
I'm glad they fixed him.
Yeah, so I can finally go back and play again. I ended up taking a break because of that. I think I spent 4 or 5 days trying to get past him, and I just couldn't. There were several groups that did get past him. I mean, really good players, but it wasn't.
It wasn't impossible. It just wasn't plausible or feasible. Yeah, it was like you just couldn't fucking do it.
No, and it's funny because it's like, all right, well, maybe it's the group that I was with. I'll queue back up and trying to get a different group. But over the course of those 5 days, I played with the same people most of the time. Like, it's like, oh, hey, guess what? We're
all
back
stuck here.
It's like, oh, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna die like immediately, like you always have. So,
and that was during the closed beta, like it was still small enough where like you ran into the same people again and again, and but yeah, we'll have to log on and play at some point here.
Yeah. And then,
I'm glad it got enough attention where like the servers couldn't support it. Like,
oh yeah,
that I don't see that as a bad thing. I see it as a good thing. Like, okay, the game was getting enough attention where
Well, I think so many people wanted to play, but not a lot of them wanted to pay for the closed beta, which is understandable.
Well, I mean, especially because they already knew it was going to become open beta, free to play.
Some people don't want to spend that much money to take a risk on a game that they may not like. So
yeah.
Also, paying $80 to get into a game that's in closed beta that still has bugs, that's still like
still fundamentally broken.
I mean, you just kind of have to accept that.
Yeah.
When you buy into it, but I know I was fine with that. I kind of like being able to give feedback on the bugs that I found, and that's part of the reason why I paid to get in. But other people who just want to essentially play the game don't really want to spend that much money, even the lowest tier, which was like $40, I think, to get into a game that it's not that it's not finished in a sense. Like, you can go and you can play, but you're still going to run into way more bugs than what you would get with the end result, which if they open up the game and they sell the game, I would assume it would be around the same cost, like $40.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it was, even in the closed beta, it was like pretty high quality.
Oh yeah.
For, I mean, like,
really good considering.
Yeah.
But, I mean, then again, that was the last iteration of the closed beta, so I don't know how much they had gone through up until that point. But yeah, I mean, just based off, with the exception of Pangar, I enjoyed the game. I thought it was well-rounded, and I was like, alright, I can see myself playing this after they fix those issues.
Yeah. Which, yeah, they listened to the feedback, and apparently it's fixed, so let's get back into it.
Which is always a good sign for a company that listens to the feedback.
Yeah, right? As opposed to, I don't know, You want to talk about the latest Battlefield and all the backlash from that?
I saw a picture of that. Isn't like Kratos supposed to be there?
What? In
Yeah,
Battlefield?
Well, it was a joke because.
Oh, you're talking about
everyone
the bald guy with the blue paint?
Yeah, and everyone was like
God.
pissed off that there's a girl there, and then
Okay.
they were like, I don't know what they're. Like, I've not looked at this new.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going for. Apparently, they're like, oh, this takes place in World War II and blah blah blah, and people are. Well, okay, the two sides of the argument are, and I sway so much for the one side if it is an actual like, oh, this is actual World War II gameplay, and it's like, okay, no one, show me one example of a female soldier that was an amputee fighting in World War II. I'm down for it. Okay, thing is, it never happened. So it's like, all right, it's not the fact that she has that a woman's on the cover. It's not that. Like it was never about that. It's that, okay, this is a World War II game. Why do we have amputees fighting on the field?
Yeah.
Like, okay, like yeah, there were women soldiers in World War II to some degree. Most of them were snipers. Why is she running around missing an arm, being a total bat? Like, it's like this is like, it breaks immersion so, like, it fundamentally breaks immersion for me. Like, it's like, okay, I will not enjoy this game because this is like, oh, this is a game based on World War II and reality and shit. I'm like, no, it isn't. Like my brain just like won't accept it. Now, if it was like, oh, this is some other timeline war game, whatever, that has weapons and vehicles similar to World War II. And oh, by the way, one of the main story characters is a female with an amputated arm. I'd be like, yeah, okay. You've subverted my expectations enough where I'm like, I'm willing to accept this. But no, they're like, oh, this is a World War II game. And I'm like, no.
I don't know.
No, it isn't.
I'm in the boat that this is a game. Immersion aside, because like all the Battlefield games, even Call of Duty to an extent, like can't really call immersion on like Advanced Warfare when you have people running up the side of a wall. Like,
well, no, like,
but
immersion within the universe of the game. Okay, in that universe of COD, they have exoskeleton suits that are badass and give you super jump, and you know, like, okay, makes sense. Like, I'm like, okay, I can accept this, but it's like, they're not adding exoskeletons into World War I.
well, yeah.
Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like it's
No,
that's
I get
that's what I mean by like immersion breaking.
See,
like,
I play Battlefield, like whenever I do play Battlefield, and I don't do it often because I'm bad at it. I go into multiplayer. I've not really played any of the campaigns. I don't like, really the only campaigns that I had played in any of the series was Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and then Black Ops and Black Ops 2. Those are like the only like story modes that I played through that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think it's gonna be cool. Another World War II game.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with them. Like I'm not gonna buy it. Obviously, I'm just.
I've
not.
stopped playing it, so it's just like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Like,
If I want to play a shooter, I'll play Overwatch or Fortnite at this point. Like, it's, I have no desire.
apparently, Black Ops 4 is throwing their hat into the ring for battle royales.
Oh god.
Like, again, I haven't really looked into that one either, just because I don't. Depending on how Zombies looks in it, I might get it for Zombies because it's supposed to be one of the biggest zombie modes.
Like that. What's the one that's gonna take place on the Titanic?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
There's
you
one
didn't
that-
see that?
No.
No, yeah, the one of the new zombies in Black Ops 4. It takes place on the Titanic. And oh, by the way, there's like two characters. One kind of looks like Rose. One kind of looks like whatever the hell that guy's name was.
All right.
From the movie.
I'm pre-ordering this as we speak. This is too good to pass up. But
But
yeah. Is there actually a tip for any of our WoW players that listen to this, the best time to buy WoW tokens is right before the pre-sale for Black Ops. Those tokens are gonna. Those will shoot up to like 300k easily.
Yeah. Oh, they're already at like what?
They're like at 200
something.
Yeah. Last time I checked.
Like, if you want golden WoW, you want it, guilt-free, not buying it from some Chinese gold farmer that hacked accounts and took their gold.
Some of them do. Some of them just have sweatshops of people playing.
It's funny because it actually happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of WoW, I still haven't fully committed to what I'm gonna play in BFA.
You need to.
I know I need to.
You need to make up your mind already.
Like I'm liking Demon Hunter. Okay, maybe we can have some like live deliberation here on what I should play. So like,
do you like Demon Hunter?
I do.
Then play a Demon Hunter. You need to play. Here's how I view it. Okay, bar all these flavor of the month classes. What's gonna be OP? What's not gonna be OP? Especially considering they're gonna change it with no legendaries, and it's gonna be back to skill, like player skill based. The way I see it, if you like playing a class, you're more likely to learn the intricacies of that class and be good at that class. Rather than, for example, I mainly melee. I don't like casters, but in the scope of things, casters tend to be on top. If I wanted to go play something just because it was on top, I wouldn't really care for that class. So I wouldn't put as much time into learning it, or, figuring out, hey, this is the best way to optimize my character and get the rotation down, like, on this point, other than just like, oh, let me go to Icy Veins and look up what the rotation should be. Alright, I can kind of follow that. Whereas my other, like, for example, my Death Knight, I have moved past that point of this is what the rotation should be, and now I like the class. I feel that, at least with Frost, I know everything that I need to know about Frost, how to work out certain kinks for different situations, and I enjoy it, and I'm good at it. So you should find a class that you like, that you can put the time into learning and getting to that point.
Yeah.
And then just enjoy it, regardless if it's gonna be, number one top DPS this month. Because like the people that are running
I'm not shooting for that. Like I'm shooting for something that's comfortable to play. And like the one thing that I enjoy about, and this is gonna make me sound like a filthy casual, the thing that I enjoy most about having Demon Hunter is that I don't have that many buttons to press.
Yeah.
And I'm still doing moderately well.
Yeah, when Demon Hunters first came out, I really enjoyed playing them. I liked the at the time there were like 3 different builds that you could take.
That was like the Demon Blade build, Demonic build.
Well, so you had like the main ones were like you had your momentum build, and then you had one that wasn't so based off of movement. The one that wasn't based off movement was doing better in raids, but I liked playing the Demon Hunter because I liked, I'm gonna dash in, hit this guy, backflip out, throw blade, go back in, kind of fuck this up a bit, and just constantly moving around, and I liked how that played, so I would play with that build. It's like, I like doing this. I like how the character works in this sort of build, and I know it well enough that I can make it work. Well, I mean, now could I push out some more numbers if I decided like, hey, I was gonna stand still and hit a few buttons?
Yeah.
Where's the fun in that?
Well, no, that's definitely like the appeal of Demon Hunter is the fact that you can just move around and your mastery gives you movement speed. But I don't know, dude. Like I'm at this like weird point where I'm like, I like it. I don't know if I want to main it. What
else do you want to main? Because
like, well, that's the thing. It's like I don't. I did all of the fucking class trials, right?
Okay.
Still couldn't figure. I'm like it's only let me access one spec. Like
You can change the spec.
not during the trial.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Once you get off the boat, you can change the spec. You didn't realize that, did you? Oh, maybe you go back and do that again on some of the ones you weren't sure about.
Huh.
Yeah, you can. Once you get off the boat, because when they do the class trials, it's like, oh, well, we're gonna throw you into this spec.
Well, they also gimp you during the class trial too. Like you only have access to like a handful of abilities, and it's, it doesn't really like.
The class trial's there to kind of basically teach you the basic rotation of it.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Like, what would you recommend if I wanted to do world content, PvP? In this order of priority: world content, PvP, and mythic dungeons, and also have like a full cast bar, but like not too many extra fucking buttons.
Well, the issue with that is that it's so what you take for PvP is going to be different than what you do in mythic dungeons.
Yeah.
So
I've done that with the Demon Hunter. Like,
so
I have one build for everything other than PvP, and then I have a PvP.
But I mean, like, okay, take this for example. Mythic dungeons are one of those things, and it depends on how far you want to actually get into them.
Mm-hmm.
Past a certain point now, I had this discussion with Rev a couple days ago. As it sits right now, there are just certain classes that can't get past certain keys, or you need certain affixes. Like, all right, for my Death Knight. Now I don't know if you would ever want to get up to this high of a key, but for example, Death Knights struggle a lot with anything over a 24. And it's almost, you're not going to survive a lot of stuff if it's tyrannical.
Mm-hmm.
You only have one defensive that you can really, depending on what the attack is. If it's a physical attack, you have one defensive you can do. If it's, magic, then you got some things you can work out with. But just certain classes aren't going to be able to either survive or push out the amount of damage. So with that in mind, and also looking at, like, I want to be good at PvP. Well, I don't play PvP. I can't really tell you what's fun classes to play in PvP and what's not fun classes. I think that comes down to what do you enjoy playing. Because, for example, you saw, I don't do PvP, I raid, but after I walked into random battlegrounds with a gear score over 960, that wasn't killable. Like, it was so you can get to the point.
They need to fix that too, because it's like, that's our buddy Myth. That was like what drove him away from PvP in Legion, was that, oh, I'm not a mythic raider, I can't PvP. Like that's what drove him away from it, because it was like, and it's so irritating because like.
Well, you didn't even need to be a mythic raider. All it was heroic, because 960 was that stopgap. Like, if someone went in there with 960 and then someone went in there with like 975, there's not going to be too much of a difference between those two versus a 930 and a 960.
It's so irritating because it's like, and yeah, I got my new Demon Hunter, like, when was it, like last week?
I think so.
I got him max level and started gearing him.
Yeah, it was last week.
Yeah, so I started going into PvP, and for a week straight, and we're Alliance, I didn't lose a fucking game. Like, Arena didn't lose, Battlegrounds didn't, I didn't lose a single fucking game. And then these last, 3 days, I haven't won a single fucking game, and I don't know what the transition was, and the funny part about this is, like, I'm 918 item level right now, and I'm still getting, the top honor earned, top kills, least amount of deaths, and we're still losing, and it's like, okay, where did, they really need to fix PvP, this balancing thing's fucking bullshit.
I don't know. I mean,
like, well, like
to me,
at the same point, like I and Myth would agree with me. I would rather win and lose 50% of my games, right? Like, in a given night, if I play 4 games, I'd rather win 2 and lose 2 than win for a week straight and then lose for a week straight. Like I wish it was just a little bit more balanced on, like, a game-to-game sort of way, as opposed to, like, everyone's fucking playing now and they all know what the hell...
Here's the thing with
there
that.
needs to be, like, a matchmaking score or something.
I mean, you have that in ranked. That's what is the difference between ranked and unranked.
Well, yeah, obviously, but, like, you know how hard it is to get into fucking ranked? I mean, on a fresh character, on a fresh account? Like, it's so irritating.
I don't know. I don't PvP, so I don't ever go try to look for ranked things. I mean, the ranked arenas that I did do, it was with my old guild, and it was like, hey, you know, you want to queue up for arenas? I guess. Cool. We're gonna do ranked. Okay. And then we just went in, like, 3v3 or 2v2.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really do 2v2,
obviously, like, if you're in a guild that's just, like, willing to do that, yes.
Well, it takes one person to do it, really.
Yeah.
But
I guess that'll be my little niche in our guild.
But with it, I don't think it's a issue with balancing for that. I think it comes down to last week was a holiday week for most people, so I don't know if a lot of people were gone.
I didn't even think about that.
Then you come back. It's just, I don't think there's a way to balance necessarily the outcome of a PvP match, because it shouldn't be a predetermined, like, oh, you've won 2 games.
Yeah.
Like, I think it just comes down to, at that point, especially with random, it's just like, who is queuing for this right now? Okay, cool. Just go in and play. I mean, and you know, it's unranked, so I mean, like, you'll win some, you'll lose some. I mean, that's kind of all I can really say for that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Okay, so world content, PvP, and then doing mythic dungeons. Yeah. I would kind of keep mythic dungeons out of it, with trying to decide, because if you talk to certain people, like Rev, who has his ideal compositions, then
currently, because that's going to change in BFA.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to change, but he'll still have a composition that he wants.
Yeah.
But it comes down to, hey, I want this this class in my group. You need to play this class, so just kind of take that out of the picture. Because does he want a Frost Death Knight? No, but I'm showing up with a Frost Death Knight. I'm doing fine. Like, that's just how it is. You know, I would look at it more for versatility. If you're not sure exactly what you want to do. I mean, Demon Hunters are fun. I enjoy Paladins, because I'm the type of person that it's like, sometimes I feel like doing damage, sometimes I feel like tanking. I don't heal. I'm afraid to heal. I won't heal. You know, Druids are good with that too. You can even, well, I mean, with the damage, you could choose, I want to be caster or I want to be melee, and then you can go to healing, and then you can also go into tanking. I don't like casters, so I can't really, like, I leveled up a warlock, and I'm trying to figure that out, and it's
not really working for you.
I don't, it's not fun to me, but I think that's what it really needs to come down to. What do you enjoy playing, and what would you want to put the time into? And the only person that can answer that question is you. Me. I know. I can give you suggestions on what I think is fun, and what I think is fun might not be fun to you. Like, I know we've had conversations like this before where I was like, I don't know, play Paladin. You're like, I don't want to play Paladin. And it's like, okay.
Well, like my issue with Paladin was, like, I couldn't keep up the rotation. Yeah. And it was like it was too, like, I wasn't playing the game. I was staring at my casting bar waiting for something to proc so I could hit it, and I was watching my weak auras. Like, you know, like, I wasn't playing the game. I was playing a clicker. But
some classes are like that, some aren't. Like, if you wanted to, honestly, if you wanted to just pay attention to the game and not really what you're doing, you know, look at a Beastmastery Hunter. Like, fight him, pet.
Summon Dire Beast, go to town. Yeah, like, Hunter I don't think hunter's for me. Like, and I know they're changing the survivalism again in BFA.
So I haven't looked at those changes just because I haven't really. Survival is one of those classes where you got to be really good to play it to be good at it. It's kind of like you know, Unholy. Unholy is you can sort of get by with Unholy, like not really knowing what you're doing, but it's more intricate. But you know,
I don't know. Might
Feral's also like that. So Feral Druid, Feral is it's like there are people that are really good at Feral. You have to take the time to learn how to play this class, and you know, learn all the ins and outs of it to be good.
Yeah.
You can't just expect to be like, oh, I saw this popular PvP streamer on Twitch. He's really good at it. I guess I'll roll one and just go with it.
Yeah.
No, like, this guy's spent countless hours.
Yeah, he's been playing it for
class.
14 years.
You know,
he's seen every iteration of it and all that. Yeah.
So it's just one of those things where it's like, find what you would want to put the appropriate, and when I say appropriate, that's up to you to decide how much time you want to put into it to, you know, really master that class. Like, if you're not a mythic raider, you may not need to go too much into detail as like a mythic raider would.
Yeah.
If you're mainly a PvPer, there's no reason to learn what your class needs to do in a raid. If you're never going to set foot into a raid, you should put in the time to learn that, what your character needs and can do inside of PvP, whether that be a battleground, whether that be arenas. But it's just that decision of, all right, out of, you know, how many classes are there?
12.
Out of the 12 classes that are available to me, I don't have realistically I don't have the time to sit down and learn this for all 12 classes.
Yeah, like it's not.
So I need to pick which one is fun to me.
Let's pause this for a second.
All right, so Helde, we paused for a brief moment. Helde came up with this idea that since he can't really decide, he thought it'd be a good idea to take one of these "Which World of War classes are you?" quiz. So we're gonna go through that right now with him. He's gonna answer the questions. We're gonna see what class he comes out to be, and then I'll do the same.
And I promise over the next week, whatever class I get, I will play over the next week.
Granted, this was created in 2014, so it's a little old.
Oh, so this won't include the Demon Hunter?
Actually, no. When did? Let me. Oh, hey, actually, you know what? Wowhead has
Choose your
one.
adventure. Oh, okay.
Let's see here.
Personality matching quiz. Okay. This is added 6 days ago. All right.
Cool. Let me figure out how to do it. You're already given class. Click the tabs to learn more about each class terms. And wait. Oh, this isn't a quiz though.
Oh no! Like go back to it.
It's not a quiz though. It's a.
Oh yeah, it narrows it down and shit.
Yeah. If this wants to load. Because you can go through and you can be like, oh, do you want to protect? Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Okay. So lore.
Well,
what role do you want
to? We'll start with the begin thing.
Well, yeah,
begin. As we begin, take a moment to think about what is important to you in World of Warcraft. Is your character story and lore surrounding them, or is it how you interact with the world and the style of playing?
Do you care more about lore, or do you care about smashing shit?
I can't remember about lore.
Okay, so let's click this lore tab. The results of the questions will focus on what you believe is the backstory of your character. So you have several roles here.
Okay. First, we need to determine what role is best suited for you. You must associate with someone who protects others, fights for what they believe in, or comforts others. I fight for what I believe in.
Cool, you're probably going to be damaged.
Yeah. Very good. You're a great DPS. Make sure you fight for the right reasons. So when it comes to fighting, what you prefer to do it from far away or close. Okay, so melee or range.
Yep.
Indifferent?
I mean, that's not a choice. You want to far away or close
I know.
quarters?
Click far away. All right. What type? Magical or physical?
Do you want to be a hunter?
Yeah. Do I want to be a hunter? Click visible. See how many it fucking reduces it to.
Predators or prey? Do you want to be marksman or beast mastery?
click predators.
Congratulations! It looks like the hunter class Beastmaster spec is the best fit for you. Oh, what was that? I don't ever want to play a hunter.
Yeah.
I think you know what. I want to go check out this other quiz because maybe it's gonna give you some different answers. Sure, it's not gonna have the demon hunter in it, but let's just go for it. Okay.
I mean, like currently, I'm quote unquote maining the demon hunter.
I mean, technically speaking, you are a hunter. It's in your name.
Okay.
Alright. War is on the forefront. How do you respond? Strategy first. I'll fight when the time's right. I'll do what I can to save my country. I'll let the military handle it. It's out of my control. Unless, of course, my family is in danger. Or, I hate war. Why can't we just have peace? Or are you first to enlist? I'm ready to fight.
First to enlist. I'm ready to fight.
Outstanding. What is your fighting style? I like to plan and strike at the right moment. I fight to protect or to serve justice. I'm quick and resourceful. Resourceful.
Yeah.
I'm having a stroke. That's not actually a choice. Why fight? I'm resilient. I like to wear my opponent out, or by doing the most damage, of course.
All right, I'm torn between the
Why fight?
No. Quick and resourceful, and I'm resilient. I like to wear my opponent out.
Would you use pocket sand in a fight?
Yeah, I would use pocket sand in a fight.
All right, I would think that
quick and resourceful. Okay.
Yep. What is your weapon of choice? Weapon? Why not diplomacy?
I'm not that one.
I like a full arsenal and lots of armor. My brain. Magic. Who needs weapons when you can have a shield? The elements. Lightning. Lava. Green Jesus.
Broken Draenei. Nabundu is my spirit animal. Let's see here. They're all good. Let's see here. Do
you want to be caster or melee?
Yeah, that's what it's narrowing down to. It's like, I don't fucking know. Like, if I play Hearthstone, I solely play mage.
But that's not the same class,
yeah,
though.
I understand that, but then, and as far as, like, class fantasy goes, like, in, like, Skyrim and stuff, okay, Skyrim, let's be honest, I always turn into a fucking rogue, so...
It's Skyrim, I mean...
I have a full arsenal and lots of weapons. We'll go with that one.
I know what you're gonna be. Alright, pick your favorite place.
What am I gonna be?
An arms warrior.
An arms...
I'm gonna call
I
that.
mean...
What do you think's gonna result from this before we finish this?
Like, so far?
Yeah.
It's probably gonna point me towards melee.
Okay. Pick your favorite place. I'm happy just anywhere I'm alone. Someplace spiritual. The heavens sound nice. Somewhere with mountains, rivers, and greenery. The big city. Anywhere with action. Any place with family.
Somewhere with mountains, rivers, and greenery. Yeah.
What do you enjoy doing in your free time? Going to the gym?
World of Warcraft.
Fitness is important. Getting ahead of my competition. Anything outdoors. Learning something new. Serving justice and giving to the community. Spending time with friends and family.
We'll go with learning something new.
Like what class you're gonna play.
Yeah, exactly.
How does this picture make you feel? Well, there is no picture here.
Okay.
But you have bacon. Animals are amazing, indifferent, how adorable. I want one. Let's assume that it's a pig.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Yeah.
Do you want children? Sure, I want a prodigy.
Maybe someday.
Not right now.
Yeah, we'll go with that one. We have to read the rest of them.
Absolutely not. I mean, that's what
I have them.
I have them.
Of course.
All right, maybe someday. Do you believe in a higher power? I am the highest power. Of course I believe. Does the law count? I am unsure.
I believe in the light. Of course I believe. In the light.
But is the light really a higher power? Why can't the void be a higher power?
Well, it's gonna be one or the other.
Okay. How should a shoplifter be punished? Community service make him/her give back by teaching them a lesson. Through intervention and support, fairly make them return the item. Harshly, they committed a crime.
Yeah, community service.
Okay. How do you respond to a stressful situation? I consult friends and family for advice. Biologically working out a solution. I pray. What stress? I can surpass anything. I spend time reflecting.
Yeah, biologically working out the solution.
Someone is in danger. How do you react? I tackle the danger. I try to be the support they need by healing them. I plan a way to help them without injuring myself. I try to remove them from the dangerous situation. I seek justice and put an end to the danger.
I try to remove them from the dangerous situation.
You get to be on a paper that you worked hard on. How do you feel? Relax, there's nothing to do now. Devastated, anything less than perfect is unacceptable. Get angry, I deserved better. Analyze the grade to improve next time. Oh well, I tried my best.
Oh well, I tried my best. I'm very mellow whenever it comes to that shit.
Fill in the blank. I would rather have strength, be well-rounded, help others, be the best, spend time with family, or be alone.
Yeah, be well-rounded.
Do you enjoy nature? It's okay, I guess. Love it. I like industry more.
It's okay, I guess.
Pick a position branch in the military. No, I don't agree with war. Alright, any branch weapons specialist, Marine, Corpsman, Air Force, Pilot, Air Force, Strategist, Navy SEAL, Specialist, Army, General, Army Private.
Air Force strategist, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I don't... You know what I've been hankering to do for a while now? I wish I was an Army Private.
Private.
I don't know if, like... Okay. For those of you that are listening that aren't in the military or maybe not looked too much into the military, private is a rank that you get when you come in, not a job. So I don't know why anyone would want to be the lowest ranking
and
person.
Get the most shit.
Yes.
Because shit rolls downhill, people, if you haven't figured that out in life yet.
And the only way to prevent that shit from getting all over you is to make more money to cover yourself with it.
Yeah, you have to rise above the pile.
Alright, how do you feel in crowds? Content as long as I'm with friends. Awful, I hate it, I'm awkward. Fine, I'm versatile. Happy, I like the attention. Or indifferent.
Yeah, I'm fine, I'm versatile.
True or false, you often feel underestimated.
That's a tough one.
I could kind of see the split between work and home life.
Yeah.
Based on a conversation we had a couple weeks ago about your home life, I kind of feel like that one.
Oh. Yeah, it's kind of that like comes and goes as far as like going.
How do you feel right now?
How do I feel right now? I don't feel underestimated.
So you want to put false?
Yeah, we'll put false.
Okay. Is knowledge important to you? Sometimes, very much so. It's equally important amongst other things. Not really, or not as much as family and love.
Very much so.
Pick your favorite thing amongst the following. Spirituality, nature, intellect, family, control, or weapons.
Spirituality, I guess.
Not the one I thought you'd take. Pick your best trait. I'm a leader, I'm witty, I'm ambitious, I'm brave, I'm compassionate, or I'm understanding.
Am I witty?
No.
Am I a leader?
No.
Oh, fuck you.
If you have to ask if you're a leader, you're not a leader.
No, like, well, I'm asking in the sense of I'm usually thrown into leadership positions anyway, so
Okay.
it's like,
I don't know. Just...
okay, either I'm a leader or I'm brave. We'll go with I'm brave.
Okay.
Oh, it's calculating.
It's calculating. You are going to be an arms warrior. You're a shaman.
God.
You are a shaman. You are a master of elements. You are no stranger to disaster, and sometimes you may even be the cause. You are very resourceful, smart, and you need it because your quick tongue often gets you in trouble. It sounds about right. You enjoy raining days. It's not a burden, but soothing. The weather is your friend even when it's everyone else's foe. You aren't always great at getting along with others because you're so different. But when you do, you're an asset to the team. Because you can enhance any situation. Shamans are spiritual and believe everything happens for a reason.
Alright, I'm going back to playing the shaman.
Cool. Because it's my turn. I think I'm gonna get a rogue.
You think you're getting a rogue?
Alright. War's on the forefront, how do you respond? I'll go with strategy first.
Yeah.
What's your fighting style?
Like to play in a straight at the right moment? For you?
No, I'm just thinking about how I normally... I'm resilient, I like to wear my opponent out.
Mm-hmm.
That's just when I used to fight in tournaments, that's how
Oh, yeah.
I wear them down.
Yeah. You run around and make them do the work.
Yep. What is your weapon of choice? So... I have to go with the I like a full arsenal and lots of armor.
Uh-huh.
Pick your favorite place. I hate people, so I don't like being in the big city.
So I'm happy anywhere I'm alone.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you enjoy doing in your free time? I really want to know what they mean by serving justice. Like
serving justice and giving to the community. Okay, so like
kicking down like a door and being like tax evasion.
Vigilante. You're calling ICE on the immigrants and shit.
Let's see.
I would put serving justice and giving to the it's like community service.
Yeah.
You know?
I like this. I like to get ahead of my
Getting
competition.
ahead of competition. Okay. I can see that.
So again, I'm assuming that
It's a pig. Yeah.
I'm indifferent about it. Like I like bacon, but I've also seen like cute pig videos where I'm like,
Yeah, they're like really smart animals too.
So I'll say I'm indifferent about the pig. Do you want children? Absolutely.
Absolutely not. All right.
I do not feel like I would be a good father. Like trying to take care of my nephew, I'm just like, like
you
laugh or something.
Give it like 3 years, dude. Yeah. My opinion has changed on that in a very short time.
So do I believe in a higher power?
You are the highest power.
No. I'm gonna put, of course I believe, but I do like that. I am the highest power. I thought you were just a hype man. I am the hype.
I need an adult. I am an adult.
How should a shoplifter be punished? I like by teaching them a lesson.
It's like beat the shit out of them.
That's why I like that. That's up in the air on how, like, what the lesson is you're teaching them and how you teach it, right? So this one's asking specifically about a shoplifter. I don't like they did commit a crime, and I would more fall under harshly they committed a crime, but I think the punishment needs to equal the crime, right?
Yeah.
So
you're not gonna cut a thief's hand off, but you're gonna make them pay for what they stole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, there's certain situations that's come up that like maybe this person is stealing food because they have no food.
Yeah. But especially like,
does it really help that I'm going to cut off your hands?
Yeah, I mean, especially like in the premise of a shoplifter. A shoplifter, if they're doing it right, takes something but also buys something else. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So.
All right. So how do I respond to stressful situations? Well, I wouldn't say I consult friends and family for advice because I ended up just bitching about it.
I think venting falls under I consult.
Yeah, I mean, I try to, I'll logically work at a situation, but in the end, I always, like, with stressful situations, I vent to you.
Yeah, you bitch a lot. It doesn't really get anywhere most of the time. But, hey, you feel better about it.
Sure.
So, yeah.
But hey.
That's something.
Alright, someone is in danger, how do you react? I tackle the danger.
It's a bear.
I will tackle that bear.
Tackle that bear. All right.
If I'm in a situation that there's not a chance that I know that I can get out of, I'll just go for it. All right, you get to be on a paper that you worked hard on. How do you feel? I relax because there's nothing to do now. Like once I finish the assignment, it's one of those things where it's done. I can move on.
Mm-hmm.
So fill in the blank. I would rather be the best, have strength, be alone, be well-rounded, help others, or spend time with family. I want to be the best at everything I do.
Mm-hmm.
Do you enjoy nature? I'm gonna put it's okay, I guess. And then pick a position / branch in the military. None. I don't agree.
You don't agree more.
No.
I would
go with a pilot.
You go with pilot? Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, we know which branch you're gonna pick, but
no, I was also considering an army general. Those guys make a lot of money.
No, they do.
How do you feel in crowds?
Yeah.
Awful. I hate it. I'm awkward.
That's you.
You often feel underestimated. Yes. Is knowledge important to you? I'll put it's equally important amongst other things.
Okay. What's your favorite thing amongst the following? Control. Oh, yeah. I can see you choosing that.
Pick your best trait. I'd have to be... See, I don't want to put that, because, like, I know that I try to be witty at times.
Yeah.
And it gets me into trouble.
Yes.
So I don't know if it's technically my best trait, but I'm ambitious. That's gotten me to where I'm at today.
Yeah, I mean, we started a podcast because of your ambition. You want to start working out because of your ambition. Yeah, you're ambitious.
I wanted to get promoted early, so...
Exactly. You're
God
a warlock!
You are either a major or a warlock. Unfortunately, there are too many classes for this quiz. You are an aggressor. You have a controlling and dominant personality. You like things your way or not at all. Warlocks are devious and manipulative.
Yeah, this has you pegged, dude.
Are tricky and escape artist. You are probably a bit of both. You have the desire to succeed no matter what cost. You are skilled and ambitious. You use forces of magic to secure the outcome you want. You are highly competitive and refuse to lose. Your weakness is when you're caught off guard. This often leads to an irrational reaction. People are often envious of your capabilities, only to be surprised that you have many insecurities. No one ever knows because of the many mirrors you've put up to divert attention. You, my friend, are the opportunist.
Oh, God. Dude, this quiz has you pegged. More pegged than your dominatrix on Friday night. You gotta play that warlock now.
I mean... Yeah.
I mean, it had me pegged as far as the description of the shaman and all that. I'm like, fuck. This makes sense.
Alright, well, I guess we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, we'll give it a week with our classes. Shit.
I mean, I've given it a week with warlocks, but I guess I'll give it another week.
Yeah, I'll be leveling a shaman. God damn it.
Yeah.
Fuck you, BuzzFeed.
That's not BuzzFeed, that's Play Buzz.
Close enough.
You time warp bitch.